So there's some pretty big news about Tesla recently, and there's some pretty wild bets. So the production of this video was roughly early November, and around this time, Tesla is hovering at the low 400s, and it's been at $400 for such a long time. It's like ever since mid-September, it's at like 400-ish dollars. It's just really, really flat. Like even with a lot of really good catalysts being piled up on Tesla, the stock doesn't want to go up, but the stock also doesn't want to go down, which makes it a really good stock to simply do cash secure puts, cover calls, spreads, debit spreads, etc. And every time when Tesla drops below $400, it automatically gets bought up because people know how good the overall company is. But at the same time, not a lot of people are really buying the stock. It just feels like there's just not enough stuff. But so far, with Elon Musk promising to deliver twice as many cars as they did in 2020, I feel like things will be looking pretty good for the overall company. Now, keep in mind that the stock market usually performs and usually shows the true colors a few months before the official events. Let's say maybe Tesla will sell a ton of the Model 3s and the Model Ys in China, maybe in Q2 of 2020. The stock will start reacting a few months before that event. So one of the biggest things I like to look at is the options, because the option prices and the option volume and open interest are the most important part, because right now Tesla isn't doing so hot. If you check out the unusual options activity tracker, you clearly see my expiration date is January 15th, 2021. And for the $700 strike price, there's currently an open interest of 13,000 contracts, meaning 13,000 contracts are now currently being opened and they're not exercised, and they're already in people's brokerage accounts like you and me. Now, obviously though, it probably isn't one person, it's probably several people, but still, it's not going to be a lot of people because the volume of this is extremely low. The volume is the amount of buying and selling. So there's little to no transactions for the $700 call, because $700 call for Tesla is pretty much saying that Tesla is worth roughly $730 billion, nearly $1 trillion in just the next couple of months. So it's a little bit unrealistic, but at the same time, who knows, that might happen because the open interest for this is insane. If you check it out right here, you get what I'm saying. Like, there is a lot of people that seem super interested in buying this specific call. It's honestly pretty crazy. And with 13,000 contracts open and with little to no volume, these guys are honestly just going to be holding it for a very long time. It's a $4.5 million bet that Tesla nearly doubles its valuation. If Tesla does, $4.5 million could be worth $90, even $100 million if the stock keeps surging up. But of course, currently at this moment, it's not really doing a lot. But there's some pretty big catalysts coming in that could drive Tesla to the $700 mark, which of course, the sky will start rating tendies. And if you look at Tesla so far, their vehicles are looking pretty good. They're in pretty good shape, and there seems to be pretty successful. So far, it's not about if people buy Tesla vehicles, it's about how fast they can produce them, because the amount of demand for them is incredibly big. And so far, Tesla even advertises a lot of things about the charging aspect, the superchargers, how people could charge from home and also charge in home. They pretty much want to show people that, hey, we know that you have some anxiety about electric vehicles. People have two gripes about EVs. One of them is charging. Second one is how far can my car go? With Tesla coming out with a 4680 battery in the next couple years, and also even right now, the Model S and the Model 3s have incredible battery. People are becoming more comfortable with the Tesla vehicle, and now they're pushing and showing people, hey, you get like the Tesla solar panels, these accessories that you could put in your house. You could wake up every day to a full charge. It's like waking up every day on a full charge on a smartphone. It's pretty awesome. And the Model Ys, this is the biggest whale in the tank, because Model Ys are being produced in one of the factories, which is the Shanghai Gigafactory. And the Shanghai Gigafactory 2 is a huge expansion. Right now, if you look at the Shanghai Gigafactory, it's twice as big as before. The reason why is they need all of this major manufacturing space to start cranking out the Model Ys. Model Ys is a very big deal because there are a few Tesla analysts out there saying that in China, Tesla could be selling 30,000 Model Y vehicles per month. Yes, you heard that right. It's insane. Keep in mind, other major EV companies like XPeng, which is a smaller electric company in China, they right now are selling 3,000 vehicles. NIO is selling roughly 5,000 vehicles. So I wouldn't even be shocked that a big EV giant like Tesla could sell 30,000 vehicles in 1 month in China alone. There's 12 months. So that's roughly 300,000 to 400,000 vehicles in a single year for 2021 for just the Model Y in just China. And keep in mind that the Shanghai Gigafactory will be operational for the Model Y in Q1 of 2021. So they definitely will be cranking out a ton of vehicles. They've already received their certification and now they want to start producing them. And the Gigafactory Berlin is another really big thing. Once again, Tesla has promised a bunch of people that they will be cranking out vehicles insanely fast in 2021. Hitting 840,000 vehicles to 1 million vehicles in 2021 is absolutely impressive. If you check out the solar panels on this Berlin Gigafactory, it looks incredible. And this factory will be the testing ground for the 4680 battery, the Model Y, and also the Model 3 for the rest of Europe. There's also the Tesla Semi. Don't forget this, logistics makes you a ton of money. And there is a really big truck leasing company that just ordered 500 Tesla semis. Well, technically 150 Tesla semis. And if they like it, which they most likely will, they will order the other 350 trucks. And they're a truck leasing group. And I could see a lot of people who need trucks will be very tempted to pay a little bit more money to lease the Tesla Semi. And especially this is a really smart move for the leasing company since they will be having the trucks for a very long time. EVs, they last way longer than gasoline powered vehicles. They're cleaner, less maintenance, no oil changes, and just simply much better and cheaper to operate. It's a really, really good deal. So far, this truck is really, really popular. Name another company that's making fully electric trucks. You probably can't name one. I mean, sure, you got Nikola, but they don't have a factory. Sure, you got Hyliion, but they're not really a big player, and they're mostly natural gas, and they do hybrids. It's only Tesla. They're like the only option. They're so far ahead of the game. People always talk about how Tesla is just a car manufacturer. It shouldn't even be worth this much, but they don't ever talk about the logistics. Logistics is a multi-billion-dollar annual business. And with this Tesla Semi, they're the only electric semi-truck option. And the semi-trucks aren't even that outrageously expensive. It's $180,000 per truck, and you get 500 miles of range. It's actually pretty good, and a lot of people are ordering it. Even Walmart ordered a few Tesla semis. That's how much they love it. They just want to test it out and see what's up. And keep in mind, with the world of e-commerce and so many people buying goods online, you got like fresh produce being shipped to people's houses in less than like 2 hours. You're going to be needing massive semi-trucks. And what better place to grab them than the electric, fully autonomous Tesla semis. And by the way, full self-driving, all this stuff, we could be seeing a major trucking revolution. It's a little bit scary since it will pretty much take away a lot of jobs, but can you imagine all the trucks on the road being fully electric? They're all Teslas and they're all fully autonomous. Sounds kind of crazy, but that is the future. And this is why people are betting really big with Tesla. Now, betting that Tesla stock goes up to $700 is a little bit absurd, but then again, who knows? This could actually happen. When Tesla does start getting momentum and going up, it only takes a couple weeks for the stock to nearly double. Remember that stock split? It nearly doubled in just a few weeks because of a regular stock split. If there's more news, if there's huge momentum for the stock, if there is a slow increase, more and more people will pile into Tesla stock. And a lot of people are really loyal to Tesla stock. This is why the stock almost never drops and stays around this price tag, because the people who buy them, they hold it. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.